In a semi-arid country like Namibia, where deserts fringe both the eastern and western borders, water is a precious resource. At the onset of summer towards the end of the year, Namibians watch the skies, expectantly waiting for the clouds to gather and the first raindrops to hit the parched earth. For such a country, it is no wonder that the symbol of a windmill is one that has been ingrained in generations of Namibians, representing hope and life as it catches the wind and turns, pumping up water from underground reservoirs. Gem shop owner Mike Tyson recognized the positive symbol of the windmill. On a scorching day, while out prospecting for minerals in the Klein Spitzkoppe surrounds, he took refuge in the shade of a solitary windmill on an abandoned farm.
Out at the Klein Spitzkoppe, there was a farm, and the fencings had been removed many years ago, the building was gone, but there was a solitary windmill that stood in the middle of nowhere. And I was there one day and I was trying to take shelter from the sun because there's a little bit of shade underneath it. And it started turning and it was going round and round. And as it went round, there were reflections of sunlight and shadow on the ground. And we were going chick, 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 past. And I never forgot that. And I thought, wow, even where there's nothing, something is happening.
Based in nearby Usakos in the mid-1980s, Mike spent his weekends digging for alluvial topaz in the surroundings, crystal fragments carried by an ancient river system. During his time there, he became acquainted with the people who live in the area and the women who dig for topaz in the sand while their husbands journey into the Irongo Mountains to seek valuable finds.
This is their area, they live there, and they're the dominant gender that's out there is the females. Then they find that they can do a little bit of mining on the side, earn a little bit of money. Most of the husbands there are also small miners, but they're working in the Irongo Mountains.
Over the years, Mike learned the art of gem cutting, having a natural eye for the dimensions of a stone, and his hobby gradually became a business when he took over Desert Gems Mineral Shop in Swakopmund in 1991. For a colored gemstones and jewelry showcase in Windhoek in 2017, Mike returned to his gemstone roots at Klein Spitzkoppe and focused on promoting silver topaz. By trial and error, he developed a 33-faceted windmill design inspired by the windmill. The windmill exudes a sense of space and radiates a mandala of light with spectacular simplicity.
We don't obviously get the same reflection as a diamond does, but we have a characteristic in it and a story to tell, second to none.
For 6 months after he developed the cut, Desert Gems focused on cutting the design on topaz and are still doing it. The cut, which has received acclaim worldwide, has generated interest and elevated sales in silver topaz.
So there was a sort of elevated interest already, and as a result of that, there were several calls came in from England, and one from Canada, and I think one from the US as well. And I said, look, have you got any of these stones available? And yes, we do, and we sent them over. Once you tell the story about the Damara ladies that are mining it, where it's found, how hard it is to actually remove the stuff from the ground, and how little of it is actually suitable to be made into a gemstone, well, people get interested.
For Mike, it's more than that. For him, the windmill cut adds a special Namibian character. It tells the story of the Damara women who dig in the sand in the hot sun, the vast landscapes and the clear blue sky. It tells the story of a desert country that holds its breath when the first rains fall, and holds the image of the windmill deep in its heart.